A man survived 555 days without a real heart. That happened almost a decade ago. Since then, the artificial organ development has progressed a lot. That's why today we're with a special guest, a good friend of mine, Dr. Romulo Vignolo.
Well, hello, Gabriel. I'm very excited to be here with you today. Well, in fact, I was supposed to be in Miami right now, but, well, my flight got delayed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, it's not a big deal, so don't worry. If my flight wasn't delayed, I wouldn't be here, so let's see it as an opportunity.
Well, I'm not complaining. Better for me. So, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? I need you to be as focused as possible because I'm going to throw you a lot of questions regarding the topic we're discussing today.
Now I'm a little bit scared, but, well, I'm prepared, so don't worry. Let's get it rolling.
That's right, because today we're talking about artificial organs, a topic that I'm willing to learn more about since I discovered it.
Sure, you do. Guys, I've received hundreds of messages from this lunatic asking me questions about this, and that's why I'm here.
Yes, yes, I might have been a little annoying. Well, never mind. So, Dr. Romulo, could you tell us what's an artificial organ exactly?
Of course. Well, an artificial organ is basically what its name sounds like. It's an organ artificially created and engineered to be implanted into the human body to restore it the function of the original organ, either if it is damaged or if it can work normally.
So, basically, can we say that it's a fake organ that replaces the original one?
Yes, it can also be said like that, but it's not fake. It's artificial. There's a difference.
Oh, my bad. I get it now. It's artificial because it's not naturally created.
Yes.
Regarding that, I know by a friend that there's a biological artificial organ, which is apparently more popular between scientists and researchers. Does that mean there are more types of artificial organs?
Absolutely. In fact, there are two more types, which are the mechanical and the biomechanical organs. But the biological organ has a more promising future. In fact, researchers think that with more research, biological organs may be capable of replacing failed organs completely.
Wow! So, does that mean that the artificial organs may be widely used in the future?
Exactly. But that's only if it manages to overcome the challenges that avoid artificial organs to be established as a suitable option.
Oh, I understand now. So, there might be also some ethical problems, right? Just like with the normal organ transplant.
Yes, but I think more like artificial organs could solve some dilemmas of the normal organ transplant. Obviously, after they have been established. But if this happens in the future, as I said, dilemmas like deciding who receives an organ could be solved.
Oh, I totally agree with that. If artificial organs become an established reality in the future, they could help a lot of people and save lives that nowadays can't be saved. In the US, the wait list for an organ transplant is immense. There are more than 100,000 people in there, waiting for their turn to receive a transplant.
I wish that wasn't true, but yeah, you're right. People die after they can have the opportunity to receive a transplant, while others wait for years. The truth is that there are as many factors as people in the waitlist to be considered when choosing who will receive a donation.
That's exactly why I think that artificial organs will solve all these dilemmas. There is no need for a donator, and some problems as immune response, compatibility, and viral infection from the donor transmitted to the patient could be avoided.
You're right. It's true that this could happen in the future, but even nowadays, artificial organs can be used as a temporary replacement for people who need immediate transplant for their survival.
Yeah, if my grandma needed a transplant, I'm sure that for the time that the donor was available, the only sign of her existence will be her ashes.
You're funny, I understand, but for you to know, there are other problems that can come with a transplant, not only the never ending waitlist. There are also evidence of psychological and social implications after a transplant in both patients and donors. And this can even affect their entire family.
From that, I haven't heard. Enlighten me.
Oh, I'm glad you're interested in this. Basically, after the transplant, patients tend to feel a mix of emotions, as medication can alter your mood. But besides that, people tend to feel stressed and even depressed, especially when the transplant went bad.
Well, that must be very tough. I'm pretty sure that their family should also feel pretty harmed for that.
Yes, completely. And apart from that, people can have difficulty on returning to their daily routine, such as going to work.
Well, I'm glad that I don't need an organ transplant, because I will be incapable of dealing with all of that. But for the ones who are, is there any solution for that?
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Thank you. Certainly, as a matter of fact, all the transplant centers could count with psychologists who are highly recommended after the transplant so that they can help you to feel better.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, and now that I remember, I think that there is also a transplant association where patients share their experiences with other patients, right? Or am I crazy?
Yes, and in reality, that is one of the best options you have if you wouldn't like to have a psychologist.
I knew it. Well, Dr. Romulo Vignolo, now, can we continue? I think that.
No thanks, bye. I'm joking, of course.
So, Dr. Romulo, I think that the big question is what do artificial organs need to overcome exactly to be the thing that could solve all these problems?
I knew you will ask that. Well, it's not easy matter what needs to be surpassed by scientists and researchers to make this a reality. To start, first we need to find the way to create artificial organs with the perfect rate of acceptance with the body.
Right. The immune system needs to be accepted and the organ, and all the body needs to link with it. But as far as I know, this could be easy to achieve in comparison to the normal organ transplants because of the blood types and other facts. Doesn't that make artificial organs already better in acceptance rate than the normal ones?
Well, yes, but for them to be suitable, it has to be perfect. After this, the other obstacles are long term functionality, production, and cost.
That, my friend, makes total sense. So, for them to be suitable, we need them to first be a better option in terms of acceptance of the body than the normal organs. Second, make them last equally as healthy natural organs. And third, reduce the cost as much as possible and find a way to produce them more quickly and easily for people to use them as a first option.
Wow, you've done your homework. That's right.
Oof, I could understand that thanks to you. I think that now I have a better idea of all of this.
Sure, you do.
So, I know we've talked a lot. I think we need to make a little recap.
Not a bad idea. Um, is that for artificial organs to succeed and establish as a suitable option, more research and development must have been done.
Yes, I agree. And also, that's necessary for artificial organs to be a solution for the organ shortage and the other many problems regarding the organ transplant.
You're right, my friend. Now, I can assume you don't have any more questions. So, I would not receive any more questions in my DMs. Clear?
Yes, at least for a little time, but I don't promise anything.
Funny. After all, I enjoy this. Thanks for the invite.
You're more than welcome. Now that I relieve my curiosity, I think I will rest a bit and wait until this can become a reality.